Hello. I'm a bit sick at the moment, so I'll probably sound awful. And you can probably hear things because I'm outside. Probably hear cars and wind, and my dog. Yeah, my dog. But I just wanted to talk because, I don't know, recently I've just been feeling really confused about big decisions that I have to make in my life. What are you doing? It's gonna get all tangled up soon. I'm a bit of attention seeker. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's very normal for people my age to be confused about certain things. I'm just confused about everything. I just don't understand anything really. I don't really know what to think about myself. I don't really know what state of identity I am at right now. School has been a really stressful thing for me. Because I don't know if I want to stay at my school anymore, because I honestly hate it there. But I've also never changed schools during a school period before. I've never changed schools in the middle of primary school and secondary school. I've only ever changed from primary school to secondary school. So it's sort of like a thing where, oh wow, okay. It's sort of like a thing I don't want to stay at my school anymore, but the school that I'm going to has a stigma around it because it's not a very good school, and usually when someone changes from my school, which is a really rich Catholic school with in a very expensive school, it goes to a freaking $100 tuition fee school with no rules and stuff. But there's a real stigma around it because it's sort of like saying that when you go from my school to that school, it's like you couldn't handle the pressure of such a a nice school. But literally everyone says that school sucks. I talk to people at work and they always oh, what school do you go to? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I freaking hate that school. I have people who go to that school that hate that school, and it's nice to know that I'm not actually just being a baby about it. But to be honest, I don't think I want to stay there anymore because I just get so unhappy being there, which is a real shame because there are so many good people there, and there's so many of my very good friends that go there. But you can have good friends and still feel lonely. because from where I live, it's sort of like a littler town out of it's a little town a few minutes away from a bigger town, a few minutes away from a big city. So I'm sort of just like in the middle of nowhere. And there are plenty of people here, and I do like my town. I like my town a lot, actually. But I wish I had friends in like my neighborhood, like everyone who lives where all my friends live. They're all like a 5-minute walk or drive away from each other, and I kind of really want that here, which is when you go to the high school here, you basically know everyone in this town because everyone usually lives here. That's how public schools work. You go to the public school that's your area. And I don't know, I talked to this girl at school and I asked her, like, what do you think about that school? And she's like, oh yeah, it's alright. Like, obviously the stereotype and idea behind it. And then I asked her, do you reckon I would make friends there? And she's like, well, you'd obviously make friends wherever you go. And to be honest, I feel like you would fit in there. And that was really helpful because so far, whenever I talk to people about this topic, they're always like, oh, do you really want to go there? Like, I feel like you should think this through. Like, come on, you go to a good school now. Like, it is that school, but I don't know. I'm also at a big confused state about me personally, because my school had a sports day, and that was honestly a really good day. And this one girl, we're good friends, and the rest of our friends were here because everyone hates the sports days. No one actually wants to go to them, but we had such a good chat the whole day, and we talked about so many things. And one of the things we talked about was identity, and I literally just said to her, don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes I wish I was a boy. And to be honest, that is so true. I honestly wish I was a boy, or I at least wish that the world wasn't so, what's the word? Like, misogynistic, I guess, or like patriarchal. Like, I wish there wasn't such a big I wish we didn't create such a big difference between like boys and girls, because I look at the boys in my year and I get so jealous because they have lots of freedom to just do whatever they want. Like, because girls still have a lot of social boundaries that they're not allowed to break, or else you're just seen and looked at differently. And there's just certain things that girls just can't do without looking weird. And unfortunately, life is just harder when the majority of society outcasts you, really. But I don't know. I think what I'm discovering is that there is a high chance that I might just be gender fluid, because we were talking about it and I told her that some days or weeks I switch. Like, some days I feel like more masculine, and like I feel uncomfortable in like skirts, like because I have to wear a skirt for school. Some weeks I'm so unhappy because I feel so uncomfortable wearing a skirt to school. But some days I like feel more feminine, and that I want to dress up a bit like more feminine. And like girly, I guess you could say, but some days it doesn't really bother me, and sometimes I feel really weird when I don't. Like, but I feel like that sort of thing is really confusing for someone, I guess. I don't know, especially a young person who goes to a Catholic school with like really stigmatized ideologies about gender and like queer and stuff. Like at my school, being very Catholic, it's constantly shoved down our throats that like if your vocation is not to be a pastor or a bishop or something, and it's not like any girls can be that, or you don't want to be a nun, your main output in life is to get married, and we're constantly shoved down our throats that marriage is between a man and a woman, and they constantly say stuff like, but like it's your choice, if you're queer, that's fine, that's so fine, you can be like that, but do you remember, and then they always say this, and they say, do you remember you go to a Catholic school and you were baptized and you're in a Catholic, like, whoa, what? And you're in the Catholic lifestyle now. So I know it's not forced, but they still, like, the teachers there, they're so old-fashioned, and honestly, and religion is so forced. Like, we're forced to do a religious class up until year 12 and up until we graduate, and we have to take tests and exams on religious topics, and religion as a subject is very important to our overall grade, and I don't understand that, and I really don't think religion should be taught to children, as I've been going to a Catholic school like my entire life, and I really believe very strongly that religion should not be taught to children at such a impressionable young age. But yeah, I kind of like went off topic with that. I have very strong opinions about certain things, but I don't know. I've been feeling quite good, to be honest. I've been feeling quite good about not stuff, I guess, just overall. Like, I found a really good habit, or routine, I should say, and it's been keeping me happy. I have good people that I'm talking to. I'm not in a group where my identity or my personality isn't not okay. I have a group where people like me as an actual authentic person, and I feel like I've been getting pretty good sleep. Like, I talk to most people my age, and people are always saying like, oh yeah, I don't fall asleep until 1 o'clock in the morning, or it's very rare for me to fall asleep before like 12 o'clock, and I don't have that problem. I get good sleep. Like, yeah, I stay up a bit at night, but like I never hit like 12 o'clock or 11:30 or anything. Like, I get pretty good sleep, and sleep is very important for your overall well-being, and I can just tell that, like, if anyone at my age just got a little bit more sleep, it literally solves all your problems. But with saying that, I do get good sleep. I do drink a lot of water, and I do eat pretty healthy. Like, I do eat junk a lot, but not to an extent. Like, I do eat healthy, and I do take supplements, and I do get good sleep, like, and I do get a lot of sun, and I do go outside a lot. Like, I would say I'm pretty healthy, but it's still, like, with me doing that, I still, like, feel the same about certain things. Like, I do have periods where I'll wake up and I just feel so lonely. Like, the loneliness feeling that I've been feeling forever still hasn't softened, or it still hasn't, like, faded out. It's still pretty strong. Like, I do feel really lonely. And literally all I want, or what I feel like would probably fix my loneliness, would be to find friends in my neighborhood. Because what I really want is just I'd like my own group. Wow. I'd like my own group. Like, I've been a part of so many different groups, and my groups have changed and evolved over time. So at this point, I'm tired of changing constantly, and I just want to find a couple people and just feel that feeling like, oh my gosh, this is like, I want to hang out with these people all the time. Like, I love these people so much. Like, I feel welcomed and happy, and I feel like I belong with these people. That's literally all I want, is to finally feel that belonging, which unfortunately I just don't feel for any of my other friends that I have so far. I do have a lot of people who care about me, and I do care about them. It's just they're all from different groups, and they're literally just singular people that I know. I do like them very strongly, but unfortunately they're all from different groups, and some of them don't even like each other, so it's not a stable community for me. So yeah, that's basically how I've been feeling. Very confused, very lonely, still lonely, and very sick. I am so sick. I don't get sick. I'm not even joking. I never get sick, but I think I got sick from work, and my HAS teacher's been sick forever, and at work my supervisor was freaking coughing everywhere, so I feel like I got sick from him. So yeah, very unfortunate. Like, as soon as I was getting into a good healthy habit, or a good healthy habit routine of, like, doing yoga, working out, drinking lots of water, going on walks, waking up early, and now I'm sick, and now it's broken the cycle, and I literally don't feel like doing anything. I'm surprised I even got out today. So yeah, that's pretty much how I have been feeling the past, like, this whole term, which 5 weeks? Yeah. So yeah. When I look at my dog, there's my dog. Yeah, there's my puppy dog. Nash. Hey baby. Yeah. Okay. I think he wants to go home now, so I'm gonna walk him home. Bye bye.